John and his friends from the academy meet up for drink. Outside, he talks with a female officer friend who's worried about one of their own, Chris. He barely passed his exam. Lucy wakes up next to her new love interest and has to get to work. She has 30 days left with her two before she's on her own. She asks him to keep their relationship under wraps at work. During the morning meeting, Gray tells the rookies they have 30 days to prove themselves. They hit the road. Tim notices Lucy has been smiling a lot and asks why, but she doesn't share. Meanwhile, Angela is frustrated dealing with her family and wedding plans. Harper and John discuss her custody hearing happening that day. When he mentions it's been quiet lately, she panics, thinking he'll jinx it. Moments later, the radio reports a high-speed chase involving Chris from the academy. Harper and John arrive to pursue the vehicle after Chris has been shot. Back at the scene, Chris too is devastated, and Tim steps in to calm him down. Jackson rides along during the ambush with Chris. Harper and John follow the driver into a building, where he stops and tries to run. Meanwhile, Jackson watches as doctors and nurses treat Chris at the hospital. Back at the scene, Tim scolds Lucy, whose love interest works for the fire department. She tells Tim to calm down, and he does, but she's still upset. Harper and John meet with a detective and get a print from the vehicle. They send the ID to Tim and Lucy, who go to the address, but their suspect, Serge, isn't there. Digging deeper into Serge's background, they discover he's getting inside information. They realize they're dealing with a dirty cop. Gray informs Angela that there's a mole in the department and appoints her as acting detective. The only lead they have points to a man named Ruben, who is connected to Serge. John heads there with the senior detective. They raid the home and bring Ruben in while Jackson watches as Chris struggles. Back at the station, John submits the items from the home into evidence and notices a gun is missing. He goes to tell Gray, who is furious. Just then, he gets word that Chris has died, and the missing gun is the murder weapon. At night, Lucy and Tim are driving. Lucy wants to talk about earlier events, but Tim refuses, insisting she stay focused. He reveals he knows about Lucy and the fireman and warns her not to write him off. Jackson calls to update Lucy about Chris. Armstrong, John, and Harper search for the missing gun, realizing it must have been taken by an officer. They decide to question Ruben. Meanwhile, Angela discovers that one officer shut off her camera during the raid. Cole, the same officer who had told John she was worried about Chris. Angela informs Gray. Grace visits John with food, but he doesn't go into detail about their situation. John and Harper are then called to track down Cole. This leads to a high-speed chase with Tim and Lucy also pursuing her. Cole crashes her truck and flees on foot, running through Rose Bowl Stadium. John catches up to her. She explains she had debts and was trapped. She couldn't get out once she started. Just as it looks like she's about to lower her gun, Armstrong arrives and she points it at him. He shoots her. John breaks down as he radios it in. Back at the station, IA requests a statement from John. At home, Jackson cries while Lucy comforts him. Her love interest, Emmett, arrives to apologize and leaves after she accepts, helping console Jackson. Harper tells John she got her child back. John returns to review his camera footage and realizes Cole had said Armstrong's name before she even saw him. Across town, Armstrong meets with Ruben. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below.